To start off with your Raw Edge Applique, you will need a template. These are all symmetrical, but if they weren't, they would be in a mirror image, so flipped. You then need to take some Bondaweb and lay it on top of your template with the shiny paper side up. Choose your template and then with a pencil trace around it. It's important not to use any marker that would disappear when you iron it. Okay, I have sketched around my shape. Now you just want to roughly cut it out, so not on the line. You can give it around 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so I have roughly cut out my shape and now it's time to attach it to the fabric. So the fabric I want to use has already been pressed, it's lovely and flat, and it is wrong sides facing up, so right sides facing down. I'm then going to place my piece of cut out Bondaweb on top, and I'm going to arrange it wherever I'd like it to be on the fabric. So if you are fussy cutting, you can have a look and sort of see through this transparent interfacing to see what you would like. I'm going to catch a little bit of that mug and some leaves, and when you are happy with your placement, paper side up and this sort of gluey interfacing facing down on the wrong side, you place your iron on top and hold down for 5 seconds. Once that's fully pressed down, you can check to make sure it's not coming away at any of the edges. You need to leave that to cool for around 30 seconds on a hard flat surface. Once that's done, it's going to look like this. So we've got the paper side on there and it's completely clear on that side. And we're just going to take a sharp pair of scissors and cut out exactly along our drawn line. And there we have our applique piece ready to attach to our background fabric. And you just need to repeat that process for all the pieces that you need so that before you are ready to attach them all to your background fabric. So this is my background fabric that I'm going to lay my applique pieces on. It is larger than I want it to be, so when I place my applique pieces, I am going to be mindful not to attach them too close to the edge so that I can trim it down to the correct size when they're all attached. So once that's done and you've trimmed them out, you're going to have a paper backed piece of fabric and you just need to peel that paper off. Then you can get all your pieces that you've prepared and arrange them how you would like on your fabric. When you are completely happy with their position, then you can press them down, but do take your time with this part because once they are pressed, they are stuck down and you won't be able to move them. I do recommend doing this part on a pressing mat or an ironing board so you don't have to move it when they're exactly where you want them to be. Place the iron on top, don't move from side to side. When they have all been pressed and attached, you can leave them as they are, but I like to add some stitching around all of the raw edges just to hold it all in place, and I think it looks a bit neater and more professional. So I am going to take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew around here and around these top parts here with just a simple straight stitch. You could do some fancier stitches, so you could do some blanket stitching if you like. Whatever you feel suits the style of your design. I like to do sort of a straight stitch but like a sketchy style and go around a couple of times. And this is what it looks like when it's all stitched down.